Hello, this is Toby Crooks, and I've been asked to give a tutorial of how to play Leaving Trunk by Crooks band, or his cover of it. I've got a full cover on YouTube, so I'm basically gonna, which is off a live. It's basically an exact cover of a live version from YouTube of him playing it, and so I'm gonna basically walk through how to play this. I've got very old strings on, so it will sound a bit tinny, and I've got my amp very quiet, but that doesn't matter in order for me to show you how to play. So yeah, so I will now show you how to play Leavin Trunk. So it's in G. So you start off with like a sort of G major lick, which is basically that can be played either all with this finger, so like you want to change the muting of course when you go, so, and then it's, you add some vibrato there, or you can play it like this, and then so you can roll between these two fingers. It adds a bit more speed, but sometimes he likes to play it quite sort of, rather than da just da, so quite but if you want to go faster, you know, so that's how. And then you're setting up for, and he sort of does that quite fast, like, so it's not, it's quite fast, and then you're into the main sort of lick of the song. So that's basically, so it's, etc. And so that is, so I play this with my thumb, and I basically sort of playing sort of these three strings, but it's a bit loose, so it might be these two. And then the hardest bit of this is with the percussive bit. You need to land with your three fingers in place in the top three strings, so that's playing that one. Because, so that's the hardest part, because if you land, like say, in the wrong place, you're going to be in the wrong place for the next bit, because the next bit is the, so you're slowing up to these 15th fret, playing the first and third, and I leave my second finger down to mute that, otherwise, you know, you're gonna get this string breaking out, which you don't want, so just be extra like precise. And then it's, and then for that I basically jump like I shift up, so where I've got slid up to here, I don't want to get this high note, I want it to be lower, so I basically go one up and go, so therefore it's rather than, and I, so therefore that whole bit slowly is, and then down here is the same. Down here you've got to be careful to make sure this doesn't come off, so it's, again, like rather than it's, so yeah, that's that. Obviously vibrato. And then this, so that is, I think he plays this with his little finger, but I haven't got the right sort of bendy little finger to do that, so I play it with these two. So that's 3 and 4, fret 1, and then I go on to string 3 and 4, fret 3, and then that's the 5th string on the 3rd fret. So it's, I put a bit of percussion in there, and so the key thing is here. So when you do that, it's a hammer-on, but you need to hammer on 3 strings, which is this string, but then this thumb is muting, so you actually only get 2 ringing out, but then you can have this one ready to. Otherwise it would be like, you get this one, but you don't want that. But if you didn't hammer on all 3, it'd be, and then you would have this one not being ready to be played, you'd have to like shift up, so it's better to just go. Then up to the next chord. That's just the slide up from what, 8 to 10. That is, so for this he's playing what, 2, 3 and 4 strings, same pattern though. Sometimes you can add some like vibrato there. Minutes, which is just octaves but with a slide. So 1 3 3 6 3 3 1 3 3 6 3 3 1 3 3 6 3, and etc. It goes on like that. And there's the bit that, like during a sort of keyboard solo, I tend to play like, so rather than strumming it, I sort of tend to just give it a slightly different sound. So it's. So yeah, that's that. I'm trying to think. Well, basically that's kind of it until the like obviously these sections come up again, but there's nothing new. You need to sort of listen to the song and hear at what point which part is played. But it's basically all the same thing. So then the next bit is kind of basically the solo. And so that's coming off of a you know. When he's doing that, you turn up the volume, which I'm not going to do because of volume levels, getting ready to do the intro to the solo. And it goes, so it's the same as the intro to the whole song, but just with a bit more gusto. So I do a rake rather than a, so it's, then we have a, you want to make sure you hit the low strings there to get that sort of throaty sound. So that's 6 to 8 on the slide second string. Then it's, and then it's. So basically it's going. Placing it from a slide from the second string all the way rather than going. And then it's again. And with this one it's a bit more of a full. It goes. So basically you want to sort of you want to end on that. And I sort of start around here, but obviously it's a big long. And then we're in, because now we're into the because I think yeah you want to like you could start. I think you probably start there, which is 15, 16, 17, 18th fret, first string, and then it's into like a major E. So now we're obviously now soloing in the sort of G pentatonic area of but upper an octave for slide. So then but it's a sort of majory minory thing. So it's, you know, so that's going. And then the sort of same pattern, but on the second string rather than the first. And then it's, so that's and then it's, which is obviously that is the is just the minor pentatonic. So it's, but he goes, so it's, so that's, and then it's, so it's a 2 fret slide down from 12, 13, 14, 16 to 12, 16 to 14, slide up 1 fret to the major, then down a string, and then the last bit of that is so that's a slide from 18 to 15, and then 18ish to 13. So, and then it's, which so that's that sort of, you know, standard, like, you know. So that's the same as earlier. So in total we've got coming from the top bit. Sorry. And then it's, so that's just basically walking up the, so then it's, you can see my right hand, how it moves. So at this point, this thumb is muting all the strings apart from that one, so it moves up. So this is like muting the 3rd string, but the sort of nail side is muting the 2nd string. And then it's so that's like, you know, and obviously this is the Albert King. So that's all Albert King. So you're in this, but you're doing the major rather than going, it's major, then it's, and obviously this is important, you need to make sure you stop here, because otherwise it's not one long slide it's not one long slide down there, it's so yeah, so and that whole bit is, and then it's the majory bit. Okay, so that bit coming from up here is so that's or obviously you can, it's because it's the same as the very first, but you can play it with either 2 fingers or 1 finger, and then it's, so that's basically the same thing as this bit up here, but rather than going, you're going, so I use my little finger, which is being muting, to just play that last little flick, because it doesn't really matter that you're not muting for that one bit, because it's such a short note that there's not really time for the other strings to start ringing out. So yeah, so that again is one time. So then that's up here. So then you're going up to, it's up 1, 2, 3 frets, but it's a bit sort of pulling it a bit like north, a bit sort of sharp, and then you need to very quickly, which in my cover I actually didn't quite do properly. I did it in other, you know, it was a good take though, so I put it up, but you know, you're never gonna get a perfect take. So it's and then it's basically as you slide up, I will then go to drop volume, and then it's and I recommend putting the volume up quite high because you're going to be losing volume all the time that you go over, and then so it's and then you want to turn the volume down a bit because you're still in quiet mode, and if you like start picking on full volume, it's going to be too loud. But basically, what you're doing there is you're playing this note. Sorry, I'll turn it down a bit more. It's a bit loud. So it's, or you can go up to the blues note, or the sort of whole pencil note. It's up to you really there. So then it's not, it's, so again that's and then you want to be quiet here because this bit's a bit quieter. This bit I got a bit wrong in my cover as well. And then we're into the higher bit. So again, that's so again, once you're playing the higher string, move your thumb up to mute the second and third strings. So how so that last bit is a bit complicated. It's so it's how. That's it. So it's but all the way through that's do what I did there because that was correct. And then when you go, I always put a thumb for that before, so it's, and when I go, I put my thumb on this note, so it's muted immediately for its, otherwise it's, you get this, both of them, so it's, then up to here. So that's that's octaves. Or up to you. So I tend to strum with my middle finger. You can also use your first finger. I'm not really sure how he strums. He always looks like his fingers out like that kind of thing. So maybe perhaps like that. But it's up to you, whichever you feel comfortable with. And then we're up to the same thing as it, but up an octave higher. So. And this is when you're really getting going, so it's so that's you're sort of raking and playing the top two strings. So sort of what's that? From 20 to 21, and then a slide up from 18 to 20. And then doing 8 strings in between. That's up to 22. And then little finger down, so you're just playing one note. So it's... And then you basically slide up to 25, I think. But it's off the top, so you have to use your ears here. There's a slight majorification here. So that's a bit major as well. So next. So let me just think about where we are. And so we've done the so yeah, it's a break up to 20. What did I say it was? 25. It's basically like an octave higher than 13th. So yeah. So it's a 20 to 22, 20, 18, 20. Or I'm not really sure how to play that, the fingering here. I'll probably go like that. So this is the hard bit. I mean, I've got big hands, so I'm not sure if like he can get a bit closer because he's got a smaller amount of knuckle in the way, but I struggle to play the chord here in tune without bending the things. You want to basically play that 22nd fret, a flat line, so do your best. And then it's, which is the octaves, 22nd is 20. Then so that's basically sort of minor, 18 to 20, and then you're basically in major, 17 to 19. So and then it's I tend to play up just the higher strings because if the top ones might be out of tune. Then again, and then it's I think that's so that's so it's that sort of standard, and then it's so that's just a major up, so that's from 14, 15, then walk down and minor pen solo, then it's, but then you sort of like slightly majorify it, so it's, so that's again and then it's just the top few strings played for that final thing. So yeah, that's the whole of Leavin Trunk. Hope that was helpful.